In the world of international politics, every journey taken by a world leader carries a weight of significance and intrigue. And when that leader is Russia's enigmatic President, Vladimir Putin, even the simplest of travels become shrouded in an aura of drama. In this video, we'll embark on an exploration of how President Vladimir Putin travels. From presidential planes to heavily guarded convoys, join us on a captivating journey into the straightforward yet striking world of Putin's travels, where every step is laden with diplomatic weight and political potency. Vladimir Putin, Russia's influential and enigmatic leader, has dominated the global stage for decades. Born in 1952 in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, he rose from KGB officer to Russia's president, serving non-consecutive terms from 1999 to the present. Putin's leadership is marked by a strongman image, consolidation of power, and a firm grip on domestic and foreign policy. His tenure has seen Russia assert itself assertively on the international scene, from military interventions in Ukraine and Syria to strained relations with Western nations. Putin's rule continues to shape the course of Russia and the world, making him a polarizing figure in global politics. Putin's name is famously used worldwide because of the war between Russia and Ukraine. But do you know the main reason for the rift? In short, the reason for the Russia-Ukraine war is a complex issue with no easy answers. However, the most commonly cited factors are NATO expansion, Ukraine's pro-Western orientation, and Putin's desire to restore Russia's sphere of influence in Eastern Europe. The 70-year-old's life has always been mysterious, but the conflict in Ukraine has increased his paranoia. It is reported that he shies away from flying because he fears being assassinated. How then does he travel about? On an armored train, also referred to as the ghost train because it isn't listed on any railway timetables or public transportation systems. It is well known that Putin travels around Russia inconspicuously by train. Images from meetings held on board while the president is traveling have previously been made public by the Kremlin. Up until now, all that was known about the railcar was that it had 22 wagons and a fancy boardroom. A fully functional gym or sports health wagon, a full cosmetology center with skincare products and massage chairs that use anti-aging machines to tighten skin, a fully furnished and tiled Turkish bath steam room, bedrooms, elaborate dining cars, and a movie theater are among the amenities. Putin's entourage has an additional vehicle on the train, so there's no need to mix with the hired help. The train has a state-of-the-art communications car in case the Russian leader needs to communicate with the outside world. The president's safety is given top priority in the train's design, which also functions as a hub for mobile communications. According to reports, the train is armored in many places to prevent the use of listening devices, has bulletproof doors and windows, and always has life-saving medical equipment on board. Its exterior has been altered to resemble a typical train. In order to keep Putin healthy, dozens of the crew members who run the train must remain in quarantine. If enemies are plotting an ambush, they will have to guess when the presidential bulletproof train will arrive in town. All that distinguishes the special train from a standard passenger train are the antennas that hold the communications equipment. The train travels at its maximum speed to increase safety. Train travel is not new to Russian leaders. During the Russian Civil War, communist leader Leon Trotsky utilized an armored train equipped with a printing press, telegraph, and library. Putin may have taken the train because he was worried about reprisals for his invasion of Ukraine. According to reports, hitting targets inside Russian territory is the mission assigned to a clandestine Ukrainian military unit. Since the invasion preparation started, Putin has increased the use of his bulletproof train, which may provide additional security because flight tracking services cannot be used to search its route online. The Dossier Center claims that the train cost the Russian taxpayer about $74 million, with $15.8 million going toward maintenance each year. But I know you may ask why going through such a hard process of going through the train, why Putin can't just use planes instead. Because it is more difficult to track train movements, Dossi claims that Putin began using trains rather than airplanes to avoid potential flight tracking. A new channel in February has learned of plans to renovate a Moscow train station that was no longer in use to accommodate Putin and other high-ranking officials. The Kremlin had previously released photos of Putin holding state meetings in opulent rooms, so the New York Post noted that his extensive train usage has long been a matter of public record. President Putin does not have such a car in his use or in his ownership, a Russian official told CNN, swiftly refuting the Kremlin's claim that the stolen photos show Putin's train. Putin's feeling of political insecurity, I think, led to him start feeling more and more physically insecure, according to former speechwriter Abbas Galyamov, who is currently residing in Israel and spoke with CNN. The Russian president has been isolating himself from the outside world due to a mounting paranoia, as Galyamov put it, which CNN noted ironically might be a reason for the extreme comforts built for his train. Although Uproxx noted that the extravagantly decorated train seems to be the choice way for the paranoid Putin to move across the countryside and maybe get his Botox fix on the go, too, it is important to note that the president uses other modes of transportation as well. His fleet of tank-like limos that are almost battle-ready is his principal means of transportation when traveling by road. The armored Aurus Senate limousine can withstand grenade and armor-piercing bullet attacks. It can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6 seconds. The newspaper stated that we can only assume the limo will be equipped with substantial firepower, life-saving and firefighting equipment in case of attack, even though many features were kept under wraps for security reasons. Putin takes even more safety measures when flying. 3 planes were said to have taken off simultaneously from Moscow and St. Petersburg in December of last year, in an attempt to hide his actual itinerary for a trip to Belarus. Putin has been using train travel more and more to evade being tracked, according to Gleb Karakulov, a former captain in the Federal Security Service, which guards the Russian president. Karakulov defected last year and was interviewed by the Dossier Center. As we wrap up this captivating journey into the world of how President Vladimir Putin travels, it's clear that the Russian leader's expeditions are not just about travel, they're about power, secrecy, and a dash of intrigue. From armored convoys to diplomatic air travel, it's been a riveting adventure through the life of one of the world's most enigmatic leaders. If you found this exploration as thrilling as we did, be sure to hit that like button, share this video with fellow adventurers, and subscribe for more tantalizing tales from the world of global politics.